Hi, Democrats. Today is Thursday, September 30th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Thursday. So I said hi, Democrats, but I want to say hi, Democrats, and everyone who's watching. I got a call from a dear friend of mine today who is a Republican who told me he watches me every day and that he feels left out because I'm always saying hi, Democrats. So hi, Oklahomans. So that brings me to the big topic of this week. I've spent a great deal of this week planning for a big fundraiser that we're having tomorrow, and also talking to candidates and potential candidates, because that's what I do, candidate recruitment. And it's interesting that talking to people, talking to candidates, being out in the world, just kind of in my normal world. And one thing that struck me one thing that interested me this week in talking to people is that Republicans in our state actually want balance. Republicans in our state, particularly the ones in leadership, are nervous and anxious about the right-leaning fringe in their party, and they recognize that they are the minority, and they wish that Democrats had more seats. And so I think that this is our opportunity. This is our opportunity to have more seats. And so, we have 404 days. 404 days till the midterm elections. And the question is literally, what is it that you need to be doing over the next 404 days? There are tons of things that you can be doing. A lot of county officers are emailing and responding to our survey and saying they don't know you guys don't know what you should be doing. Okay, so I'm just get out a pad, get out a pen, let's get ready. And I'm just going to pause and stall because I really do want you to get out a pen and paper so we can talk about what it is that you need to be doing to get ready for election season. Even though I've been saying we're in election season for a month, but here are some things that you need to be working on. You need to decide what is it that is important to you. Make a list. What's important to you, right? You guys know what's important to me. Education, healthcare, economic growth. That's what's important to me. Electing Democrats that support well-funded quality education all over the state, access to healthcare, access to affordable healthcare that doesn't bankrupt you with one illness, and an opportunity to have one job and be able to afford a decent living. That's what's important to me. And when I talk to candidates, I'm asking, where do you stand on these issues? And when a candidate doesn't sound like they stand on those issues, I'm asking them to go back and think about whether they need to run now or run later. Thank you, Kirsten. Criminal justice reform is important to some folks. Climate is important. Reproductive justice. All of those things are important, but you need to decide what is important to you. And so when you meet candidates and you're talking to candidates, don't be bullies. When you're talking to candidates, talk to them about what's important to you. And if you can't find a candidate that mirrors that, maybe you're the candidate. Maybe as you're out there talking to people and trying to get somebody to step up who believes in what you believe in, maybe you're the candidate. Think about that. Reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you. Maybe you're the candidate. So what you need to be doing now is looking around in your sphere and figuring out what's going to be on your ballot. Is there going to be a county clerk? Is there going to be a county commissioner? We know there's going to be a state rep. Do you have a state senator up this time? Look around and see what's going to be on your ballot. Do you know the Democrat that's running? Get to know them now. Make sure that they know what's important to you. And if you don't know them, figure out who they are. And if there isn't one, find one. Find one or be one. So what you can be doing is deciding is to recruit candidates that you can support, or be a candidate that is worth supporting. And I mean that. It's truly that simple. Candidates are us. We are We need to step up and be the change we want to be. And I say that as someone who's not running for public office, but I will tell you that I ran for chair because I felt like the state party had some opportunities for growth, and I wasn't seeing those changes, or I wasn't seeing the changes the way that I wanted to see them. So I ran to make those changes, and that's what I'm doing. And so if your state rep isn't doing what you think they should be doing, maybe you should run, or maybe you should help them you should find someone. And chances are, because we are in so few numbers, that your representative is a Republican. Find somebody to run. So once you get a candidate recruited, or once you find out who your candidate is, ask them, can you host a fundraiser at your house, in your backyard, at your country club, at a place where you can host people at a socially distanced space and be responsible, but help them raise money. Candidate, call them. There are very few candidates who will say, no, you can't help me raise money. Right? No, I don't want to take advantage. I don't want to take advantage of an opportunity to get my message to people who might vote for me. Host a fundraiser for a candidate. Donate money. And even if you're not a hostess, like I don't invite people to my house because this is my only place of solitude, but then raise money. Get on the phone and raise money for them. Call all of your friends and say, I believe in candidate X. And I think that it will help them last in this race and help them get their message out if you could commit to giving them $25 a month until the election. I can't tell you how grateful they will be for that. They need help raising money. Don't decide on your own to do it. Don't collect it all and then turn it in. Call the candidate and they will give you instructions so that they can stay within their ethics compliance and be above board. But call a candidate. See how you can help them raise money. See how you can help them find. So Blake Aguirre, who is a candidate for state senate in Edmond, Piedmont, state senate district 2022, says, hey, I love anybody's helping him raise money for his campaign. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. It's more, because a candidate's job is to be talking to voters and raising money. And sometimes talking to voters and convincing voters makes you run out of time in raising money. But if you don't raise money, you can't get in the mailbox. You can't be at those events. And so they need help with doing both of those things. So when I say both of those things, if a candidate is posting something about their campaign, they're posting something they believe in, the notice of an event or a policy statement, amplify their message and share it for them. That would be a great help, because the way all the social media works, they have to pay to get that out to as many people. And if you help them share, you're helping them spread their money. Sounds like an easy thing, but it's a big deal. It really is a big deal. Amplify their message on social media. That helps them save money. Donate money to them. Help them raise money. Call your friends and family and tell them who you support and how. $25 a month. $25 a month. I don't know a candidate who wouldn't be grateful to have a bunch of folks signed up for $25 a month, because that allows them to plan through the election season and amplify their message. If you live in their district, register voters in their district. You saw somebody who just moved in 3 doors down. Take a voter's registration form to them. Talk to them and find out if they're a Democrat. Get them registered. Get them registered in their new district, because that new district vote will help that candidate. Help register folks. And it's not just the new people who moved in, but those are easy pickings. The folks who will be 18 by November 2022, help get those people arrested. The folks who are recently out of prison or recently off probation, a lot of those people don't even know that they can vote. Make sure you understand the rules and help them get their right to vote back and help them cast that first vote. And then there's folks, you know them, I know them, people who used to vote and then they felt hopeless. This is the election cycle where we actually have a chance, but Democrats only have a chance when we all show up to vote. We all have to show up to vote. For Democrats, it's all about turnout. We have ample amount of Democrats that could make a difference. Not enough of us show up. So while you're talking to that one person in the household who's not registered, talk to everybody else about what their plan is, who they like. Make sure that you stay in touch with them and let them know who's running, who's going to be on their ballot. This all sounds really simple, but these are things that we need to be doing right now. We don't need to wait until next October. We need to be doing that right now to help folks get registered and ready, registered and engaged, talking to candidates now. I've been out talking to people, and I literally, the thing that makes my head want to explode is when when they say, hey, I like, candidate X. He sounds like he has it going on. I'm going to wait until June, though, to see if he makes it through the primary. Here's the challenge. The candidate needs your help now to make it through the primary. Don't wait until the end. We're Democrats. It takes us longer to raise money because there are less of us. We need a long runway. We need a head start. And so if there's a candidate, including Blake, and thank you, Blake, for being here and supporting me. But if there's a candidate that you like, but you're just kind of waiting to see if they're serious, sit down, have a conversation with them. And if but show up with your checkbook or your debit card. Have a conversation with them. And if they answer your questions in a way that makes you feel comfortable that you can support them, write them a check, give them your credit card information right then. They need it right then. All righty. I'm going to be live tomorrow from a remote location. I'd love it if you could join me. Right now, we're in the middle of, I haven't talked that much about it, and I want to make sure that I do. We're in the middle of Native American History Month. No, it starts tomorrow. We're in the middle of Latinx History Month. So make sure that we're all being super aware of what's going on and acknowledging our neighbors. Just wanted to put that out there. I am not joining TikTok. Can't make me not joining TikTok. All righty. You guys have a great day. I'll see you remotely tomorrow at 4:15. Thanks for joining.